Hello guys, back again. Today, what am I doing? Done most of my shopping, so that's good. But I've been playing with a little bit of a pain in the ass in the last little while. It's the Windows 10. Old machines used to have the 1802 version of the code. The latest one is the 1809. Problem with the 1809 had some issues previously where if you installed it, it will wipe out your files and all this shit. A lot of bad things. By theory, they fixed it. Not sure if I agree. So I'm working on one of my machines, one of my Asus boards with an AM3 processor, 6-core. Had no problem putting on re-putting on the 1802 code because at one point it made me do that. That worked well, smooth, clean. But I'm having a hell of a time putting the 1809 on. I've tried a lot of things. Tried to use a God, what are the commands I'm running? Doesn't matter. Pile them. So there's a couple tools they have to go ahead and clean up the file systems and confirm all the code is good. There's two tools. You can use them in PowerShell or in DOS as long as you're administration. You can verify everything. You can actually take an old image and then re-verify it and all that crap. Did that. Still no luck. Reinstalling again. I think I've tried it for the last 2 to 3 days. Don't want to actually put an image on. To me, that would be failure. Still trying to figure out why it's not working. So learned a hell of a lot about Windows 10, more than I want. Actually, it's good information to have. Helps me when I have to help family and friends' machines. Because a lot of people have machines set up a certain way. And, it's like if I wanted to do a shitty method, I could just put an OS on boom and tell them to reinstall their software. It doesn't always work. And some people lose stuff because, they had a piece of code from here and, it's hard to get drivers or whatever it may be. So I prefer to fix. So I've been working on it for quite a few days. Right now I'm rebooting that machine as we speak. I'm watching the thing go boom, boom. It's on actually dual screen, so it's going boom, it's going round and round. Working on update 30%. Do not turn off. This will take a while. I don't think it's going to work. It's never worked. I've tried everything. Sure, there's something really stupid. Some guy suggested you boot up and rename the II3 directory to something and then do it because it looks like some of the programs we have. Like I think my biggest mistake on this one was at one point I turned on the Microsoft web server. That's not the Apache one, it's the one everyone hates. And if you go into add and remove programs, and there's an option to install like services. I don't think it's called services. It's got another name. Anyways, so you can turn things on like SSH and whatever on your PC. What I'm finding is when I'm trying to turn off and on that stuff, some stuff I can and some stuff just won't. It says can't do it. And then it forces you to go to the command line and run the command line equal to the command to turn off and on. PowerShell has tools, DOS has tools. Not having any luck with that. Still working, so 30%. Talking about the PC going boom, boom. There's two screens going. But that's 43 now. If it upgrades, I'll be totally floored. It's possible. I doubt it. So I'm still watching it. Don't trust it. So I did a lot of Googling and okay, this is not a good sign. Screen went blank. That means it's going to boot up, tell me it failed, and I'm going to have to roll back. No, it's 43. Okay. Still don't trust it. Don't trust it at all. There's a couple of commands I had to learn to do some of this fixing for the guys who are Windows nuts. There's one called DISM. They expect you to run a few commands, a stack of them actually. You can, there's a thing called DSM/clean image, and there's a thing called a health check, scan health, and the last one is restore health. They want you to do that. Then after you've done that, to be really paranoid, there's another command they have. Let me find it first before I tell you. I don't sound like an idiot. I think it's the SFC. Let me check. This one doesn't talk about it. Surprising, that's that one missing step. So you have the DISM, 3 commands. Run them. A lot of guys recommend that you run the SFC/scan now, and that will, I throw the screw. So that'll help you do a lot of stuff. If you're on PowerShell, you'd use the PowerShell commands, repair Windows image minus online health check and health scan and restore health, and same thing. PowerShell commands a little different, but anyways, trying that. PC's at 52%. I think it's going to fail. I'm still trying it. See what happens. One step at a time. Oh, other thing I did that's kind of cool. Started making these things for Christmas. Christmas gifts that people like. Building these really cool memory sticks. What we're using on these memory sticks is I'm putting inside. This is a really tiny one. This one's kind of useless. It's only 16 gig. And this is the shortest one you can get. You can get one about that long. These are M.2 drives. Be careful, there's 2 types. One of them is the SSD one, and the other one is the PCIe one. PCIe one will not work on those memory sticks because those are just acting like external SATA drives. Basically, what I'm taking these SATA drives, and I got the M.2 ones that stick in here. The M.2 is a small format of this boy. So if you get big boys, you can get them really tiny, up to a couple gig. This one is actually 1 gig. It's already got my OS and everything else for my laptop. It's going on my laptop hopefully in a couple days. I'm not sure when. This is useless size. This is 16 gig, a bit tiny. This came actually from my Chromebox. My Chromebox got a 64 gig or something like that, or 128, I can't remember. I put a bigger one in. So it's got what it needs. These ones aren't super big. These are 256 gig. This is Sam has one for her boyfriend and one for one of her buddies. So built these for them. Tested them, verified they were good. They're USB 3, so they're really, really fast. And in my case, on the machine I'm on, I just pulled mine off. This one is, those are Intel M.2s. I normally put Western Digital in mine, and the ones I give to the family. So these are Western Digital 1/2 terabyte, really fast. I like them because I can flip between them. The nice thing I like about this one is I've got 2 types of USB cables. I've got the standard USB 3, and then I've got the new USB 3 or whatever they call it. So this way you can go on a MacBook nicely or whatever. So I normally have both cables here because I flip them between systems. And with this one, with the 512 gig or 1/2 terabyte, I work on about 3 or 4 machines here. So instead of doing a network transfer, I like to put all my good Windows tools on here. And I just flip it between the systems, plug it on the USB 3 port, boom, I'm done. And do that. I don't boot an OS off of here, but there's images of the, excuse me, the 1802 Windows 10 and 1809. The nice thing about it, if you actually need to do some of those recovery commands, they'd want you to point to ISO, but you can't connect to an ISO directly. So you right click and you mount it, and then you can go into an ISO like it's CD-ROM. So didn't know that until a couple days ago. I should have, but I didn't. Anyways, so now I'm just going to start dumping ISOs on here so I can find stuff and install and recover. And what I normally do is I put Windows 10, 1802, Windows 1809. And the reason I do that is I don't know whose machine I need to recover and who to fix. So that's why I'm doing that. And that's pretty good. Another kind of tool that was kind of neat that I picked up lately is one of these. And this is kind of neat because what this does So when you want to migrate from a physical drive to a SATA, you just go plug this in, and boom, now this is a USB 3 drive. I've already, like I said, I already did the data pump from this laptop, and I have a Paragon. I use a Paragon disk management tool, and there's a couple versions out there. Just got to find one that'll actually do the copy for you. And if you don't want to use that, there's another one for the old school. You can use a device like this. And this device will basically, is USB 3, will talk to any type of hard drive in the last, say, 15 years. I won't go back further than that, but it'll take IDE and SATA drives. It'll convert them all and run them on USB 3 and do your migrations. It's not bad. Comes with a power supply. You can do one of 3 types of drives. Most of the time I would be using the SATA because the interface is the same. But it also has the little ID and the big ID. So if you got like a laptop you want to migrate or pull data off, you can do it quite easily. So that's what I've been working on. PC is at 52%. Really slow still. Not where I want it to be. Christmas shopping almost done. Only thing I need to do is go to IKEA later today and pick up some stuff. Just minor token things, one for my mom, and then a couple for Sam, because she's missing these items. You can tell me what they are. Just send me a message. I'm going to do the same with Pepe. Lily's not getting. She's already got her gifts, and I got her stuff for her car, polishing kit and all that kind of stuff, so she can do it right. I bought her good stuff, not crap. Because the problem with crap today is you got a new car, you don't want to wreck the finish on your vehicle. I did talk to the pros who know what they're doing, got her a good kit, so we're happy. Okay, signing off, and I'll talk to you later. And for the guys, don't forget, you've got today and tomorrow to do your shopping. Get it done, or you're going to get killed. Talk to you later. Bye.